Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name's Jenny. So before I begin with the spooky messages, if you will, I just want, all right, interrupting this because my cat Gizmo wants to get out of the room. He's always 50-50 on whether or not he likes to stay as I do these messages, but actually I think now, maybe more times than not, he tends to leave. But so before I begin, before I show you the three images to pick from, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm holding a sale on the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck right now. So 25% off actually. So if you go onto the website, naturalenchantmentsoracle.com. The code to type in is Harvest. It'll pop up on the checkout screen. And then also if you go on Amazon, this is on Amazon, there should be a 25% off coupon as well. The links are in the description box below the video, so you can check that out. If for whatever reason, if you do go to Amazon and the coupon doesn't show up, please leave a comment in this video, at the bottom of this video, to let me know so that I can go in and fix it, because I literally set it up yesterday, so I'm hoping it's there. All right, so there's a sale on this. Go and buy my deck. All right, so thank you for being here for your messages from Spirit. I'm going to show you on the screen the three images, spooky images, that you're going to be choosing from: the bat, the ghost, and the pumpkin. And I'm going to get right into the messages, starting with the bat. Hello to everyone who chose the bat. So first, what I'm going to say, because I chose those images on purpose, the images itself, one of them's an animal. Yeah, so they all have meaning. They all have symbolic meaning, okay? Bats, if you didn't know, bats actually symbolize they symbolize change. They're an omen for change, like a life change. They're not to be feared, quite honestly. Bats don't really want to bite you and suck your blood as much as, so many of us want to become vampires. That doesn't actually really happen. But so bats do symbolize big changes coming in. So if you've chosen number one, start mentally, emotionally preparing yourself for a life change. And now I say life change because literally the biggest things in life are what? Like career, where you live, your relationship, your health, right? So like big changes. And change is neither good nor bad, okay? It's just us humans that kind of place that quality on that. But so change is change. So if you find like a bat, if you just see a bat in the air, guys, they fly around, they come out usually later in the day, okay? That's normal. That's very normal. But if you have a bat that all of a sudden got into your home or something, pay attention to that. That's usually a sign okay, well, what room were they in? That's also indicative of the area of change that's going to be happening in your life. That happened to me back in 2013. So 8 years ago, a little over 8 years ago, a baby bat flew into, this is when I was married, to our bedroom, and woke up in the middle of the night and was able to get the bat out. But then literally 3 weeks later, we're getting a divorce. So that's a life change, okay? So understand that they represent big changes. But so the card that I've pulled to go along with the bat is from the Halloween Oracle deck. A lot of the decks I've chosen here, I'll get a theme, okay? But we have here apple, risk and reward. I like this. So taking a bite out of something, is it going to be worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze type of thing, right? So you know what, this kind of goes along with the whole change thing, because especially if you are embarking on, like, say, like a career change, I'm really drawn towards that at the moment. So that's going to apply to some of you. And if you're thinking of switching careers, or maybe just adding something to your skill set, if you will, but you're worried on like whether or not if it's like the right move. I feel like the only way you're going to know is if you actually go through with it, right? Like, you're not going to know if you just like continue to do nothing about it. You're not. Like, the only way to actually know if it's actually right for you is to go through with it. But I feel like it's going to offer you a lot more than you realize. I do see it as being something, because you see the heart here, I do see it as being something that at the very least you're really going to like, okay? You may actually end up loving it, but I kind of feel like, you know, whatever this change is that you even want to make happen, like, go for it, because it's gonna be worth it. This is where I think the juice is worth the squeeze. I also feel that whatever change that you will be making, and I'm seeing this like soon, like over the next few weeks, maybe a month out tops. We're still in the beginning of October right now, but so it just feels very soon. But so I feel like, though, it's like when you officially like say yes to this, like, okay, I'm gonna go do this, it's like, what is it, like a domino effect, or like that snowball effect, where it's like, all right, the universe is going to start conspiring for you, not against you, for you. And it's going to start making things happen. I actually feel like this change is also going to be bringing in new love for you, romantic love, okay? Also, the juice worth the squeeze, yes. So, I like this. I like this, guys. This is a great message to start off with. Whatever change is coming in for you guys, like, it's going to be fruitful. Apples, they symbolize fertility, abundance. Even it goes along even with pumpkins, as in like the harvest. Like, it's good times. Okay, so I like that. Okay. The next card, so I pulled a few cards, and I still have another deck that I'm going to shuffle and whatnot. But so the next card I have is from the Witch's Wisdom deck, Magic Circle Protection. So what I hear with this really is like, you're protected from the worst. So like, go ahead and make that change that you want, or take that initial step to make the change. I mean, I'm adding a new skill set to my repertoire. I mean, yes, I'm doing this, and I'm building my channel and trying to sell my deck. Absolutely. Like, I'm definitely staying in the spiritual realm, of course. But I'm actually going to be applying to be a notary. Like, I'm going to try it. Not just a notary signing agent is like one step after a notary. So, like, I'm adding that, and I know that's going to be a change for me, but I'm looking forward to it. I've been wanting change for a while. I've also, for myself, not this specific card, there's been a couple other cards from decks, just, you know, pulling cards for myself. I've been getting the protection card a lot. Just knowing that, like, I'm protected from the worst. Like, really, worst case scenarios aren't gonna happen. That's what I feel for you. I feel like if you're worried about something, like, try your hardest, okay? I mean, easier said than done. But try your hardest to really only think of like the best case scenario, okay? Because you don't want to be bringing in that negative energy. You don't want that in your field in any way. And if you constantly think of like, oh, the worst, like what could happen, well, then you are inviting that energy in, okay? And then I look at it like, okay, well, then don't be surprised that happened. Like, don't be surprised. Also, right now, like, being that, like, they say, like, the veil is thinning right now, I don't see it so much as, like, I don't know how to say it, like a curtain or something. Like, I know a lot of people think, like, oh, it's like a curtain, and you're going to be able to see the dead more easily as we get closer to Halloween and stuff like that. I see it more like on a psychic level, that, like, no, this is just, like, your spidey senses are like kicking into gear right now. And collectively, we do all believe that the veil is thinning right now. So, I mean, that just adds to that energy that, no, like, Pay attention to your intuition right now because it is amplified. It is enhanced. It is much more developed than it was 6 months ago, okay? So that's what I feel regarding that. But even still, if you're worried about really getting in touch psychically, just, intuitively with yourself, I see also, though, you being protected from any like psychic attacks, any energy vampires, okay? I get this. When I see this card, it literally just feels like, no, you have this circle of protection around you, okay? Like you are protected. You've got spiritual guides, guardian angels, regular angels, archangels around you, literally like protecting you, okay? Your higher self even is like, oh, no, that's not even something you have to worry about. Don't you worry about it, okay? So I really like want you to believe that. Also, I look at this, I know they're not ruby red slippers, but I'm sort of reminded of Dorothy in Wizard of Oz and ruby red slippers when she clicks her heels 3 times and says, there's no place like home. I also feel like this is sort of saying like, pay attention to your physical space, to the home that you are currently living in. To me, it's like, I feel like, if there's some clutter, if there's some things you need to get rid of, like clear out, like now's a great time to go and do that, okay? Because that also helps to make room for new energy coming in. So prime time for that right now. But I feel like it's this sense of being at home. Home is where the heart is. Home is where you feel nurtured and safe. And if you don't feel that, either try to make your home feel like that or go find a new home. Maybe that's a change coming in for you anyway. You end up finding that home that makes you feel like that. But so you're protected, okay? You are protected. Okay, so the next card, Next card we have is from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck, a 14 or a 5, the Sunrise. 5s are also a number of change. And I look at this like you have a new day. Every day that you wake up is another opportunity, is another chance to go after what you want. Even if you only accomplish one thing, one step in that day towards a goal of yours, you are already much further ahead than you were the day prior, okay? So I look at this like whatever change you want, like if you need to, take it one day at a time, okay? Take it one day at a time. I find anyway, when we try to rush and to force things to happen, we don't actually get to where we want to be. Like it's like we come into obstacles and detours and things that hinder us from moving forward. It's because we're pushing too much. When you actually just do take things one day at a time, you're much more in the flow, in line with the universe. You actually get ahead much faster, okay? It's kind of like that race between, what is it, like the hare and the tortoise or whatever, and the tortoise like moves slowly, but he gets to the finish line. So, and I also feel for some of you, you're going to need to enjoy the process. So don't be afraid to slow down, okay? There is something that you need to learn and experience through the process of achieving your goal, all right? So, and I'm seeing it as a really positive thing, okay? So I like that. I like that. The next card we have is from the Witch's Familiar deck. I had to think of what it was called. Magpie Addiction. Okay, I just said addition. All right, so I'm going to go with that first because that's going to apply for some of you. So when saying addition first, I was immediately thinking addition to the family. Okay, so someone in your family could be having a baby, or it could be you, or weddings are coming up, right? So you could be gaining a spouse, you could be gaining a brother or sister-in-law, like, and in-laws, like, so I'm getting more like an addition to the family is what I feel with that. Okay, now going to addiction. I look at this as like addictions show you what needs to be healed. They show you, right, there's always a root cause, an emotional root cause to addictions. Some addictions are honestly always thinking of the worst case scenario. Like just always, you're more of a pessimist than you are an optimist or a realist. Addiction could be it could be food, right? Addiction can be alcohol. Addiction can be sex. Addiction can be drugs, tobacco. Addiction can be worrying, stress. People are literally addicted to stress. They don't know how to calm down because they always feel like they have to either be doing something or like, oh my God, what if this isn't done at this time and whatnot. People become actually addicted to it. They don't know how to just be. They also don't feel like they're getting anything done or that things aren't progressing when you're just being. And that's usually not the case at all. But yeah, so what I get with this though is really take a look at what you are addicted to, okay? And try to find the root cause of it. I'm getting the emotional root cause. And I feel like now's a good time to do so. Your intuition is pretty high right now, so you won't even have to second guess. It's kind of like you'll just know what it is literally upon asking. The answer is going to come quickly. Don't dismiss it. So now's a good time though to clear out, to help remove. That's a nice healing you can give yourself. I also look at this because they're birds. Birds are messengers. So I actually feel some of you are going to get a nice message coming up, very positive message. I'm actually feeling regarding love and money. I don't know. So I'm getting like just a positive message for that. I really like that. Some of you also need to pay attention to your dreams. You're getting a lot of messages in your dreams that do apply to your life, okay? Yeah. Okay, so I have this little deck called the Gypsy Witch. Yes, that's what it's called. I'm going to shuffle it. I believe I reviewed this deck. You'll have to look on my playlist for book and deck reviews. But I'm going to shuffle and see. A 7 of Hearts, or number 21. I'll read it in a moment. I just want to show you, but I like that that's a stork. I think that's a stork, right? Pelican? No, I don't know. The stork. Yep, it says the stork. The stork denotes change of residence. Change, guys. Change of residence for the better, sooner or later, according to the distance which it lies from the person. This little deck is also set up like to read a specific way, like a short reading and a long reading. I tried doing it. I was confused by it. But bringing change, guys, bringing change. Those of you who chose the bat, change is ahead. Can't make this shit up, guys. Can't make this shit up. Also, I do look at it because like they say, like, you know, storks are the ones that bring babies. And I had mentioned addition, that some of you are expecting an addition to the family. Can't make this shit up. All right. So what I have for you is the Chalice of Fortune Cookie Fortunes and the bag of charms. So I'm going to clear all this up. And we'll pull a few charms into fortune for you guys, okay? So let's head on over there. All right. Got my bag of charms. I'm going to pull a few out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I grabbed a whole bunch. Okay. I see some repeats here, though. Okay, so we got moon. Got a few moons. Okay. I really did pull a whole lot. Holy crap. Got a few stars. Oh, I got what is that, string? A fairy with a moon, Pegasus, and a sun and clouds. And Celtic symbol is called the triquetra, I believe it's called that. I do love that symbol, and you think I would actually know the name of it the top of my head. I can't think at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the moons first. So high intuitive time right now. I kind of already had said that, but I do feel that. And we are at a new moon at the moment, right? Going into a crescent. But so I feel now is a good time to start a project. Start whatever you want, because, we're starting at a new moon. That generally is a time for new things to happen. And then leading up to a full moon, right? A whole cycle. So start what you want now. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Start what you want now. Okay. You have a lot of luck around you. That's what I get with the stars. A lot of luck. I also get this sense of you shining brightly. So like you're coming out, if you will. Some of you may actually be coming out. Okay. Coming out of any closet for that matter. I don't care what closet you're coming out of. You're coming out of any closet. All right. I also feel like for some of you, this is also saying like, don't worry, like get yourself in front of the camera. Like I just get this sense of like you literally becoming like a star, or like if you've been wanting to take like acting classes, or I don't know. I know I think they're looking for extras for the Hocus Pocus 2 movie coming up soon. Like to me, I just feel like try to find a way to like get yourself in front of a camera in whatever way you can. It's gonna really benefit you. But that's what I get with this. Like you like just shining and just, I don't know, just being really happy. And I get like opulence as well. I like it. This is the Pegasus, horse that flies. Hopefully you can see it okay. I look at this like taking off. Moving from like point A to point B, and some of you may actually literally be moving, right, from like one residence to another. And I mean, that's a change for sure. But I also feel like career change, like you're moving from one cycle phase of your life over to another. And that's what I get with this. And I also get this sense of like, the Pegasus can fly high up in the air. So getting like a bird's eye view, it's like you're able to then see, if you're able to step out of like the box and you're able to like look at a situation, you will see different facets of it and will be able to connect the dots, if that makes sense. I also get, so here's the sun and moon. What I hear with this is brighter days ahead. Okay. Like the sun is coming out, because it's also, if you look at it like this, the moon is clear, like there's nothing there, okay, right? So I kind of look at it, it's not that the sun is going behind the clouds, it's that brighter days are coming, the sun is coming out, okay? So understand that. And also what I get, so with this last one, Celtic symbol, it doesn't really want to, okay, now it's focusing. Focus, man. There we go. So what I get with this is, some of you do need to, well, okay, first I do get the word protection again. Okay, so I absolutely do get that. But some of you, I feel like, do need to look or talk to your ancestors. That's what I pick up, like just very old world, ancestor, lineage. Like, I don't know if you have been thinking of like doing like the ancestry DNA or like the 23andMe or whatever. I just feel like there is this sense of connecting to those in the past, like way in the past, not like 2 years ago. No. Excuse me, way in the past. So, because I just feel like there's more messages there for you. Some of you may be wanting to do some ancestor work right now. Perfect time to do that. Sometimes October is known as Deadtober, because it's prime time to connecting with the dead right now. But so I like those messages. There's something about your lineage that you need to look into, though. There is something about your lineage. It's gonna connect something for you. Okay. Move that over. Got my chalice of fortunes. We must have old memories and young hopes. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. This really talks about, I feel like, wisdom, like getting older and wisdom, right? You don't gain the wisdom unless you actually go through something, right? Unless you actually learn a lesson, whatever it is. But it's like when you get older, you can pull back that curtain and look back on like an old memory or something
and be reminded of what you have learned, or maybe what you have learned you can also now teach to someone else. But it is always nice. It says young hopes. It's always nice to hope for something. It allows you to like strive to go after that goal. Hoping can push you forward. So it's not a bad thing. But oh, I love this. I also hear, don't worry about getting older. Better years are ahead. That's what I get with that. The numbers on the back: 54, 39, 15, 25, 34, 9. There you go. All right, so thank you guys if you've chosen the bat. I appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.
Hello to everyone who chose the ghost. Thank you for being here. So I've already got a few cards out and another deck that I'll shuffle and pull from. And of course my bag of charms and my fortune cookie fortunes. So with the ghost, I just have a quick message with that, and I'll get to the card. So I really want to ask, do you feel invisible? I feel like you need to really ask yourself that question, and also figure out where in your life does that fit in, because I get this sense, like, I want to say, like, don't be afraid to be seen. Okay, that's really what I get with this. Like, don't be afraid to be your authentic, genuine self, and be seen for who you are, because I'm getting it's needed right now. It's truly needed right now. You're gonna be able to expand your tribe if you allow yourself to get out. And that may be as simple as like putting yourself in front of, right, like in front of the camera, and recording yourself or whatever, and then posting it. It could be like, last weekend, I participated. I went to King Richard's Fair. For those of you who don't know, that's a Renaissance fair here in Massachusetts, and it's a pretty big one. But they had like a witches weekend, and we got to do the witches dance that you could YouTube, and it's originally from Germany. But so I participated in that. I did that, and there's one more weekend coming up. I'm thinking of actually doing it again, because I had so much fun. I haven't like performed anything like that in years. It's been like over a decade, probably closer to 2 for that matter. Like, I had so much fun. That I want to do it again. But so I feel like, and I can take you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but I'm getting like, it's okay to be seen. Okay. One, it will allow you to have fun, to experience joy. But then you'll also be able to meet new people, and those people can help you further in life, okay, even if you don't realize it right now. So that's what I get with the ghost right now, is don't be afraid to be seen, okay? All right, so the first card we have here is from the Halloween Oracle. Most of my decks all have a theme. The Witch, the earthly weaver of the world. I love this card. And look, she's got this ball of like fiery energy between her hands. So I look at that like, you can create. You're a magician. You're a witch. Okay. You're an alchemist. You can create whatever the hell you want to. Okay. If there's something you want to make happen in your life, like if you want to move, if you want to try a new hobby, like whatever, man, like, go and create. Go and take a step towards creating the life that you want, because, oh, you are going to have it, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Also, I get with this a lot of healing energy. Witches, I mean, the people that we refer to as witches are healers. Okay, that's really that's just what it is. It's just another word, but they're healers. So I do feel a lot of you may be going through something that does require some healing right now, and even on a physical level, and that's fine. But I do feel this is also saying for some of you, like, get into a healing field. It could simply be a massage therapist. You could be a chiropractor. You could be an acupuncturist. You could want to learn Reiki or other forms of energy work. Like, to me, I'm getting this sense of healing, okay? So I feel like really look into that. But there's a lot of power with this card. I love it. I absolutely love it, okay? And I feel like really own your power and don't be afraid to shine. That goes along with the whole ghost thing as well, but there's a lot of yellow in this card. Yellow relates to the solar plexus chakra. They're all power centers, but that is like your life force, energy, power center. Like that's whoosh, showing everyone who you are. So don't be afraid, man, to do that. Make some magic. Okay, the next card we have here is from the Witch's Wisdom deck, Moon Cycles. We're at a new moon right now, okay? Which is also a very good time to start something new. They usually say, like, if you try to start something new at a full moon, because that's usually full moons represent like completion, okay? And then you go into a release because you go from a full moon down to a new moon. We're at the new moon rising into a full moon. So it's like you have this momentum, and we just had a new moon, like yesterday? So you have now this forward momentum that if you really want to start a new project or to start something new, like now is the time to do it, so that by the full moon, it can like come to completion, okay? This just like what? A whole moon cycle is 28 days, right? It's not even a full month, unless we're in February. But like, so got a couple weeks anyways. That's pretty quick. So start it now. I also feel some of you need to really check in with your emotions right now. The moon, doesn't really matter what phase it's in, has its gravitational pull, although usually when it's a full moon, it's a bigger gravitational pull, but it has a gravitational pull, and it plays on the tides, the waters of this planet. We are also made of like 70% water, so it actually also plays with our circulation system as well, physically, okay? So understand that. Also though, just on an emotional aspect, it can toy with our emotions. So I kind of feel like check your emotions right now. And if you find like you're just way up here, man, you got to take it down a few notches, well, go and ground or go and take like a cleansing bath or shower, okay? Like to me, I drink a lot more water, okay, to allow things to flow through you. To me, I just feel like if you are way up here, do stuff to bring you back down, okay? Some of you need to connect with the triple goddess. That's what I'm hearing with that. So if you were kind of looking for a sign or like a deity on who to connect to, triple goddess, she's saying hello. I also feel though now is a good time to really focus on your intuition. Yeah, focus on your intuition. Okay, the next card we have here is from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck. It's a winter card. Number 13 or 4, the Great Thaw. Oh, this is perfect. This actually goes really well with the messages I said for the ghost and like showing the world who you are. Because I look at this like the thaw happens at the end of winter, beginning of spring, right? Winter is all about like freeze and like things being put on pause and just like stillness going within and whatever. But then like with the first signs of spring, the weather starting to get warmer, right? Everything starts thawing out and once things are thawed out, they can come up to grow and bloom. So I feel like you're like at that stage right now where it's like you are thawing out. You are coming out of your winter, your own winter. You very well could have just been going through like a dark night of the soul. I mean, God, I did that in 2018. 0 stars. Do not recommend. But I also see it as being necessary for a lot of people. Still, don't recommend. But so I feel like you may be coming out of a dark night of the soul right now. And so you are thawing and wanting to come out and really show people who you are. Also just being really like authentic. And I see this word authenticity in my mind. And so in the Halloween Oracle deck, there is a card on there called Ghost. Now underneath it either says authenticity or it says regret. I don't quite remember which one. But either way, I'm seeing a card from the deck that says authenticity. I'm pretty sure it's from the Halloween Oracle deck. So I kind of feel like it's like this is saying like you need to show your authentic self to those like who are closest to you to those who you're going to be meeting. Like, just be authentic. Like, it's very necessary right now, okay? I also look at this like, I hear the word wave, okay? And I know I just spoke of emotions, right, with this card. So yes, even still, kind of running through the emotions, running through your emotions, getting to a place that's grounded and centered and balanced, absolutely. But I also feel like things, I don't want to say coming undone, because it's not in the sense that it's coming undone, that like things have fallen apart. It's more like things that were bound together, things that were hidden from you, things that weren't yet available to you, resources that weren't yet available to you. It's like the floodgates are now opening and those resources are now going to be available to you. Does that make sense? I feel like it was more like a divine timing type of thing, that like if you've been trying to, like, I don't know, say you've been trying to move and you haven't been able to find the right place to live, well, that's coming for you and it's coming in for you fast. Or say you're thinking of making a career move, but you're not sure if, you should apply to this place or whatever. I feel like the second you do it, you're going to get an interview right away. Like, you're going to start within a week, like later. Like, to me, it's just going to happen. It's like floodgates open, whoosh, and it's coming at you. So and it's going to bring better stability and security. And that's where this, the 13, it reduces down to a 4. That's where the 4 comes in from. It's all about building like a better foundation and stability for you. So it's coming for you, man. All right, this next card is from the Witch's Familiar deck. We have the Hare Transformation. Yes. And that's what happens. When you go from winter to spring, it's a transformation of the season, right? And I feel right now in this season of your life, you are going through a transformation. Now, hares, rabbits, they move quickly. Okay, that doesn't mean you need to, though. So to me, I look at this as like, you can take your time making the changes, right? But as long as you like make that first initial change or that first step for the change that you want, you're going to find the change coming in quickly, okay? It's not that you have to move so quickly. It's just that be prepared. The universe is going to like show things to you, present opportunities to you very quickly. Okay, it's just a matter of you wanting to get on board with it. But I look at it because like the sun's rays are shining down, like get on board with it. That's what I want to say to you. Like if you have a new opportunity coming in, very well, someone could just be like, you literally could be talking to a friend and they could be like, I'm thinking of doing this. And but they're talking for themselves. But for whatever reason, like you were supposed to hear it because, hey, that's a message for you. You want like to make more money, maybe you should follow in their footsteps. Okay? So opportunities are going to be presented to you, maybe even indirectly, but they'll be presented to you. And it's up to you, obviously, to choose, yes or no. But I look at it like choose yes, choose the opportunity, because the change that you want is going to come in faster if you make that choice. Okay? So yeah, I like that a lot. If you really accept an opportunity coming up, I feel like just don't even second guess it or anything. Like just say yes. Just start saying yes to opportunities. That also lets the universe know, like, you want to make things happen. I mean, if you constantly just say no, that tells the universe you're choosing to stay stuck where you're at. That's literally it. And then the universe is just going to keep showing you things like, all right, well then fine, stay where you're at. But like, if you start saying yes to opportunities, that like tells the universe like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, let's bring them this one. Okay, this is gonna make them move further along so much faster. Let's bring them this. Okay, so yeah. So I had this little deck, the Gypsy Witch deck. Okay, little. I'm gonna shuffle it and pull a card. Let's see. Those of you who chose the ghost, what message does Spirit have for you? A 7 of clubs, or a number 20, or a 2. The lilies forecast a happy life. but family sorrow. Okay, so I'm going to read the words on here. I will explain the way this is worded afterwards, okay? The lilies forecast a happy life, but family sorrow if surrounded by clouds. Lying above the person signifies virtuous life, but when under indicates immortality. So the way this is worded like that. So is it focusing a little bit? So this little deck, it literally comes with like these instructions for a short reading and a long reading. And it's like literally, like, especially with the long reading, you literally use like all the cards and placing them out specifically. It's not just like a regular tarot spread. Oh, no. This is like almost like a game, okay? It can be used as a game, and there's instructions on how to place the cards. So where this had said, family sorrow if surrounded by clouds, there's a card that's all clouds. So if this card in like that game, if you were to do it, is like next to the clouds, okay, then that means you're gonna come into some family sorrow, okay? Like, so that's how it's set up on here. Interesting. But I like this first part, the lilies forecast a happy life. And it's funny because then it says, but family sorrow, right? So I look at that, I want to stop at the but. The lilies forecast a happy life, but. Now, here's the message that I intuitively get for you. Yes, the lilies forecast a happy life, but if you choose to stay where you're at, you're not going to have a happy life. You're going to have a life that you have right now, and it's going to be mediocre, and you're going to be bitching and complaining that things aren't happening, but it's because you're choosing to stay stuck. That is the message I get for you. Got it? I hope you get that. All right, guys, so I'm going to turn the camera around so we can use these, okay? So let's head on over there. All right, let's start with the charms. I'm only going to pull a few, although I ended up pulling a lot for the bat. Okay, so we have here a star. Oh, little angel, little cherub. This is the Jewish star, right? So another star. Okay, so 2 stars. It's interesting because the bat, if you choose the bat as well, there's also a bunch of stars that came out. Another angel. Look at this. 2 angels. So this one says, angel watching over time. Over me. No, excuse me. Angels watching over me. Sorry about that. Oh, that's lovely. So I'm going to start with the angels. So yes, you know what? I feel like you can take what this says literally, that you are surrounded by angelic energy and support, okay? Oh, Jesus. Come on now. Come on now. Also, angels aren't specific to Jesus. So that's actually what I get with this. I also feel that this may only apply to like 1 or 2 of you, but that I also feel that like you may have someone in spirit, whether it's like a grandmother or just, you know, someone who passed recently. I feel they are now a guardian angel of yours. So if you happen to like feel them around you, or maybe you smell like their perfume, or maybe you think you hear their voice if it's quiet in the house, or you see them in your dreams, understand that that is real, that like they are there, just like trying to connect to you, and basically at the very least basically tell you like, hello, like we're okay. Okay. But I get like you have a lot of unseen support around you, and it also doesn't necessarily have to be angelic. But I do get a strong angelic energy with this, but just in general, you have a lot of spiritual unseen support around you. Okay. I love that. I also feel some of you may want to look into connecting with your angels, okay? Like literally take like guided meditations, or like try talking to them every day, see how you can connect with them, see how they can help you, maybe even learn how to give like angel readings. So that's what I get with that. So now these 2 stars, it's very similar message to what I said for those who chose bats, because there was a few stars that came out about really showing up, showing the world who you are, becoming a star. Okay. Like literally, like if there's been,
if you've been wanting to like get yourself behind the camera, if you've been wanting to like get yourself seen online some way, or just like, to me, I look at this like you're gonna have some success. Okay, like you're a shining star, you become a star. Like I know, like for me, I like one of my goals, guys, really is to be like a YouTube star. Okay, like I'm serious about that. Like I like posting videos. I just do. It's fun for me. But so I feel like this is like saying like, well, go and do that. At the very least, what you got to do to make that happen is to post videos, right? So I feel like this is like saying like, you know, whatever you want to make happen, however you want to stand out or bring success to your life, just take that first step. Just go and do that, okay? Because then you'll find like the universe will respond positively and will help move you forward, okay? Also understand that sometimes things do take time, but maybe they're supposed to. Maybe there's part of the process you are supposed to learn or experience. But I like that. So there's a lot of protection, support around you, and a lot of like, I don't know, star shining energy, opulent energy. I love this coming out. I like that. Okay. My chalice, fortune cookie fortunes. Today you should be a passenger. Stay close to a driver for a day. So you can, I mean, if you want to take that literally, like, you know, you don't always have to drive everywhere, like that's fine. But I look at this like, it's okay to allow life to happen to you. It's okay to not always be in control. Let someone else be in control for once. Delegate, if you will. Whether, you know, you're at home or at work, to me, it's almost like, no, just allow life to happen around you. Also, you will find when doing that, you don't have to be in control. You don't have to have the reins all the time. Things, believe it or not, can get done by other people. And if you're someone who always has to be in control, well, this is kind of like letting you know, like, no, you don't. And no, that's not the case anyways. Your higher self, spirit, the universe, God, like, guess what, man? They're going to direct you and bring you situations where you're forced out of control. But that's for a learning experience. It's something for you to learn. So it's okay to be a passenger. It's okay to allow life to happen around you. The numbers 51, 55, 26, 21, 53. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful day and week ahead. Bye. Hello, everyone who chose the pumpkin. Welcome to your messages. See what Spirit has to say for you. So I've got a few cards, and then I've got another little deck that I'll pull a card from. And of course, my charms, my chalice of fortune cookie fortune. So before I begin though, so I just want to give a message regarding to the pumpkin, the image that you chose. So if you've chosen the pumpkin, so it's more of like a jack-o'-lantern, really, right? Because it's got the face on it. So if you didn't know, a little bit of history on that. So way back in the day, usually originally I believe this was done back in Europe, okay, Northern Europe, but they wouldn't just use pumpkins, they would also use turnips and like squash or like whatever root vegetables they could. And people would carve faces into them, and it's because they believed that like it would scare away bad spirits, okay? Because they would have it like outside their home and it would scare away bad spirits. So I look at this like if you're watching this, you've chosen the jack-o'-lantern, obviously. This is like basically saying like you have a level of protection around you that like you are so unaware of, okay? And I'm telling you so you can be aware. And I feel like I've spoken about protection already with the other two as well. So that seems to be like a theme right now. Whatever, just going with it. But I feel like this is like saying that like you have protection around you. Definitely like energetically and spiritually in the spiritual realm, okay? But I also feel like you're going to be meeting someone or just
maybe your tribe is going to be changing, that maybe you're going to be meeting someone who can offer you protection. Maybe they are a police officer. Maybe I don't know, they've done a few tours overseas. Maybe they know martial arts to me, or maybe they're someone who can teach you martial arts, right? So you also add an extra layer of protection on yourself. To me, there is just this protective energy around you, like truly. I also feel, because it is a pumpkin, and it's a root vegetable, that now is a good time. Now's a good time anyway, seasonally, at least here in the northern hemisphere, okay, because we're in autumn heading into winter. So it's like now is a good time to like slow down a little bit, but really take in warm, nourishing foods. Okay, now is actually a good time to do that. Biologically, naturally, your body like wants that. Okay, that's, humans are a part of nature, so it's our bodies respond well when we work, when we coincide with nature. Okay, so allow yourself to take in the warmth. So yeah, that's what I get with that. Okay, so the first card we have here is from the Halloween Oracle. You'll notice my cards are themed a little bit. The decks I've chosen: spider, community, and web weaving. Yes. Definitely meeting new people. Like I actually just said, about meeting new people who can like protect you and help you. Meeting new people, building your community, building, I want to say networking. I'm hearing networking, that you may be coming into like a new job that allows you to meet more people, and not a bad thing, because you'll be able to learn stuff from them, vice versa. Okay, they'll be able to learn stuff from you, shared experiences, different experiences, right? So web weaving, I absolutely love that. And I do get a sense of community, where I feel like this is also saying, don't allow yourself to just like stay holed up in your home. Don't allow yourself to be a hermit right now. Be with others if you can. Even if it's only just one other person. To me, it's like just go and be with others. Now is a sense of coming together, okay? And it will help you create the life that you actually want. You may not see that right now. You may not understand how that's possible. You may be thinking, no, I can just do everything on my own. No. And also thinking that you can literally do everything on your own is a trauma response, okay? So, and it's not healthy. Like we need people, all right? So allow yourself to be around people. Like I said, even if it's only like one person. Okay. The next card we have here is from the Witch's Wisdom deck. Fire, passion. Ooh, okay, so okay, some of you are gonna like this, what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you are coming into a nice love. Ooh, a very passionate love is coming in, and it's coming in swiftly. That's what I get with this. If you look, it's like a swirl of fire, right? And I mean, fire can happen very quickly, right? It's combustible, whoosh, it can come in. So that's the energy I'm getting with it. Yeah, and to me, like I'm seeing the sacral chakra really being activated right now, and that's a good thing. So the sacral chakra, like it's physically wise, it's just below your belly button, but it like represents like the reproductive organs, that area, but it also houses like your creativity and inspiration and stuff like that. So to me, I'm seeing this getting moving physically regarding another person, okay? A new person coming in. That's what I mean by like passionate, like it's hot, okay? But that's good though. I'm getting like this is a good thing. And I'm not gonna say like, oh, they're a fire sign. They very well could have fire in their chart, but I'm not really picking up on like just one specific sign anyway. To me, it doesn't matter. There's gonna be this sense of passionate energy about them anyways. And especially when they see you. But I also look at this like, get yourself out and go do something fun. Like allow yourself to be seen. Just go and get yourself out. Go and dance. Go take a dance class. Or, to me, I feel like you got to go do something that actually moves the sacral, the plexus chakra energy. You got to move it around, okay? Allow yourself to be creative. If you want to if you're thinking of like taking up painting, That's creative. That actually gets that sacral chakra moving. Then go and do that. If you want to get into baking or cooking, that's wonderful because you're creating something, and you if you want to, you can sway your hips a little bit while you're in the kitchen. That's fine too, because that adds wonderful energy into what you're creating. But to me, it's the act of creating something, and it stimulates that sacral chakra energy, and it's wonderful, wonderful. Ooh, I like this. There is some hot energy with this, man. I feel like I said, for those of you, like, you're going to be meeting someone new. That's how it feels. For those of you who are already in a relationship, I do feel like an amplifying energy that, like, maybe you guys decide to try something new, or like whatever. Like, there is this amplifying energy. But I pick up on this energy more so for those who are single at the moment, okay? I like it. Okay, the next card we have here is from the Natural Enchantments Oracle deck, a spring card, 15 or a 6, grounding. That's important though. 6, because 15 reduces to a 6. 6 is also the number of love. So they also, okay, so like I said, I know I wasn't gonna say like, oh, this is just, for earth signs, or they're going to be a sign or a fire sign or whatever. But there is this option that they very well could be an earth sign, but they've got some fire in their chart. They could very well come across as a fire sign, or they're like, I just want change and I want you. And they just have all this like energy. Like they're like, oh no, they're all about you. And yeah, they ain't moving slowly. I look at this card also, there's a lot of green right here. I took this is all moss, right? God, in the future, when I have my own place, or if I'm living with someone and it's still my own place though, and I have my yard, I would like a moss covered yard. I don't want much grass. I want more moss. It's very soft. I just love it. I love moss. I don't know why. I really do. I love moss. I just like it. It's soft and kind of squishy a little bit. I normally don't like squishy. Something about moss. I love it though. But it also, it's the earth. It's very grounding. So I feel this is also saying though, get yourself outside right now. While the weather is still nice, get yourself outside. Allow yourself to ground. Allow yourself to feel the ground or feel the trees, or just allow yourself to be outside, okay? It's very needed right now. Also, because it's going to be very needed because there's a lot of fiery energy coming in for you, okay? That could just sweep you right off your feet, and it'd be best if you'd be able to handle it much easier if you're grounded, okay? So I'm just saying, like, prepare yourself. I also look at this because of the color green. I do see some of you coming into money. I do. I see some of you coming into money. This feels like, I almost want to say like a new business deal. That just popped into my head. A new business deal. I also feel some of you are going to meet someone, and this very well could be the person that I'm getting with this card. Meet someone who has money, okay? But I feel like they're generous with it for you. You may not realize they have money, actually. They probably don't, they don't flaunt it. But I feel like they're going to be very generous with you, and simply because they just want to, okay? Because they love you, like so. That's what I get with that. Okay, the next card we have here is from the Witch's Familiar deck, Mouse, Advantage. So yes, whoever this new person is, because this is tied to a new person coming into your life. Now, this person doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can, absolutely. If it does, beautiful. But also if it doesn't, also beautiful. I just see this as saying, like, a new person coming into your life is going to work to your advantage. And it's not like you're going to be using them. No, like it's not that. It's just I see them being able to give you what is needed, okay? Whatever is needed. And to me, it's not a bad thing. Like it'll teach you how to receive if you need help in receiving. But I don't look at this like, oh, you're being taken advantage of. I don't see that. To me, I'm getting more like, no, this is genuine, okay? And you will be able to advance in some area of your life through the help and support of this new person coming in, okay? So like if you've even been wanting to, we'll say like get a promotion at a job or something. Maybe there's a new coworker who happens to know the boss very well, and they're able to put in like a damn good word for you because they believe in you. Okay, it's genuine, it's authentic. So that works to your advantage. Like, so something like that, okay? I like this a lot. I do. If you hear any background noise, I'm not home alone. I was a little bit for the majority of this video, but now I'm not. So I like this. I see someone new coming into your life, and it does work to your advantage. Not even just in one way, but just like in multiple ways, but it works to your advantage, okay? So the next card I will be pulling from this little Gypsy Witch deck. So I'm going to tell you right now the way this is set up as I'm shuffling. So this can be set up as a game, okay? It comes with a little instruction booklet for like a short reading and a long reading, and it's how you place the cards and where the cards are placed. Like, it's very specific. It's not a tarot spread, typical tarot spread. I don't like to follow it. So I will read like the whole message on, oh, the Joker. I'm taking the Joker out. I don't want, actually, no, I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to leave it in. But so the way that the wording on here is set up, it's different. I will read it to you, and then I'll explain more of it if it sounds funny, okay? So let's see what message, what spirit has for you. And if you're interested in this deck, I did review this deck. Just check one of the playlists I have, the book and deck reviews. It's in there. This is called Gypsy Witch. Okay. What card is this? Okay. 4 of Clubs, a number 4. The key nearby is a certain augury of success, but if surrounded by unlucky cards, the prognostication is illness. Prognostication, Jesus. I feel like they could have set the message using a different word. Okay, so see, that's why I said the key nearby is a certain augury of success. So this is a key. So that's what I mean, like the placement of the cards on the game. It's like the cards will mean something if it's near something else, or if it's further away from something, then it has like a different meaning. It's interesting. But so what I actually get with this, and it's because of the number 4, and also there's 2 4s, so the number 8. 4s represent stability, responsibility, security, building a great foundation. And I feel that that opportunity is coming in for you. And you're going to be successful with whatever this opportunity that's coming in for you. There's success surrounded by it. And this also says that the key has a certain augury of success. Okay, so yes. Also, number 8, though, 8 is a very money, financial, abundant number. Okay, so also success, like monetary success coming in for you. And this is not surrounded by unlucky cards, so the prognosis is not going to be illness, like it says. So yeah, so you guys know, I do feel this, the door, the key here, the door to a new opportunity is being unlocked. All you have to do is say yes. That's how you unlock it. It's a simple choice, a simple decision. Saying yes unlocks that door. And you can step through it into a new life, a new way of life. And there will be success. You will have success. You will be successful at whatever new endeavor you work towards. Okay? I like it. Okay. So I've got my charms, my chalice. So let's head on over to do that. Okay. Got my bag of charms. I'm going to pull a few out. Okay, got a few small ones here. So first we have here, oh, we got 2 trees. Okay, 2 trees, gonna go with that. That's, actually that looks, this is a star, I think, but it also sort of reminds me of a compass. There's more of a compass, that's okay. Star, a little heart. Doesn't have a locket on it, but it almost looks like a locket. And that's kind of cool because we had the key with the last card. So, but guys, I look at this like love is coming in for you. Now keep in mind, love comes in multiple forms, okay? Not just romantic from a person, but I am getting that.
And that goes along with that fire card, new person coming in. So love is coming in for you. Yay, I love that. We have here two trees. So you are definitely going through a growing period right now. Trees grow, right? Now these are already full grown, according to my viewing. But I look at this as like you and this new person coming in. Both of you have been able to grow, you know, and go through the lessons, whatever you have learned over the years, and your guys are gonna like about to come together, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so it's like you guys have already learned so much, and you guys will be able to teach each other new lessons, but both of you are gonna be open to learning and growing together. Okay, and that's really important for a successful relationship, successful commitment. So you guys have that at hand. I love that. But I do feel like that whatever this new energy, because I do feel like a change is definitely coming in for you guys anyway, even if it's like regarding money or work or something, I'm getting there's a lot of growth to success for that as well. Okay, I'm gonna jump to these stars, but also a compass. So a star has come out on each of the ones so far. Just for you. I don't know if you can say that. It says just for you. Yeah, you do have some success coming in for you. It says the same thing. You do have success coming in for you, okay? And I feel that. I feel like moving in, because I also said this kind of looks like a compass, or it sort of also reminds me of the thing that you steer ships with, but I don't really think that's what it is, because I think I have one in there that does that. But this kind of reminds me of a compass a little bit. So it's like purposely moving yourself in a new direction is going to bring success, okay? Just so you know, purposely moving in a new direction is going to bring this. Yes. Oh, chipped. Oops. Hit the camera. The first time I did it. Okay, so this is the Ankh, Egyptian symbol representing divinity and the afterlife. To me, I feel, you know what, and this actually also goes very well with the dragonfly. Dragonflies also represent transformation, okay, as does this. I'm not holding it up right. Transformation, okay? Transitioning from one phase of your life to another. And I really feel like you guys are going through that right now, and you're going to find that over the next 2 to 3 months that this sort of ongoing transition is happening, but that's okay because you are birthing a new you. That's what I get with that. Also, in my deck, then excuse me, let me take some water. Hold on one second. Okay. Also, in my deck, I feel like I can't talk well now. My deck, the Natural Enchantments Oracle, I do have a card on there with the dragonflies, and it's called Union. So I also feel this change, this transition, transformation you're going through is going to bring you into union with someone else. And that goes with the heart. And a horse. I had to fully look at this to see what it was. I wasn't sure if it was a Pegasus. But nope, this is a horse. So moving forward is what I get with this. Action, but really like positive moving forward. Things coming in quickly. That's also what I get with this. And that's not a bad thing at all. So I kind of feel like when you make that conscious decision to move forward with whatever you want, you're going to find things happening for you very quickly and smoothly even. But yeah, that's what I get with that. Okay, so now let's pull a fortune. Feeling like way over here. Oh, it's not. I want it to focus. 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 Come on. There we go. I had to touch the damn camera for that to happen. If you love something, set it free. If it returns, keep it and love it forever. We all know that saying, if you love something, set it free, and if it comes back, it's yours. That's exactly what this is. In other words, don't hold on to control. Let go of the reins, okay? And especially if this does regard another person, okay? If you need to set them free, And if they don't come back, okay, then actually it was never yours to begin with. But if it does come back, cherish that, okay? Also, though, that doesn't necessarily have to apply to a person. I feel like you can adopt that just, sorry, I have an itchy arm. You can adopt that just regarding like anything in life. If you decided to let something go, like if you just decide to put something on the back burner and you're like, all right, fine, I'll get to it later. But then you find it makes its way back into your life again, hell, even 6 months later, well, then maybe that's just a better time for you to go after that, okay? Sometimes it is just a timing thing. 44, 29, 9, 1, 7, 38. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful day and week ahead, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.